Buhay to. Diyan ka. No kidding. Yeah, bad CD. Do not. Never. That was one of my mistakes. Bank CD is commercial paper, unless a course of mature within 1 year. Commercial paper is CD-like investment that is offered by large corporation, ration instead of bank. Life insurance cash value. Yes, this is cash equivalent. Why do you think they call it cash value? But no, it's not suitable for use reserve because potentially large surrender penalty, tax risks, and other restriction. Fixed annuity is insurance industry version of the CD of bank CD. Typical offering slightly higher rate. This investment offer a tax advantage discussed in chapters 27. Annuity are not acceptable as a reserve because tax penalty and surrender charge. I bound deem this bond because 5 years incurs penalty of 3 month interest, making them a lousy place for your cash reserve. And yes, never put your money in a freaking CD because you know what? I did that. And I tell you what, put my money in CD for almost 3 years. All they did is freaking tax me. I didn't make that much money at all. So they just keep on taxing me. Instead, I came out of it lost some money from it. I don't like it at all. So I took it out. Got my money. Scam. Treasury information protected security. This mature 5 to 10 or 30 years. For too long for cash reserve plus if you sell prior maturity or the trade according to lose money. Yeah, I did lose a lot of money when I did that. But I was so pissed because all they do is tax. So no, never lose it and keep it there. Stable value fund. Although the name of it, applied safety is really good, goal, not a promise. Stable value fund invest in commercial papers and other security that are designed not to fluctuate in value. But that doesn't mean they can't. Thus, losses can occur and have in some cases. Furthermore, this fund is often have restriction in a liquidity. No kidding. That still have a scar from that CD sheet. Type of cash equivalent. Type checking account, bank, credit union, federal deposit, and federal state. Servable cash reserve, yes. Saving account, bank, credit union, federal deposit is federal state, yes. Certificate bank, federal. Money marketing, investment company, based on underlying security, federal and state unless tax exempt, yes. Mm. Certificate of deposit, bank, credit union, federal deposit, insurance, federal and state. If Maturity is less than 1 year. Treasurer, Treasury bill, note bond, United States government, federal guarantee, federal only, bills only. Receiving bonds, United States government, federal guarantee, federal only. See for footnote. Yeah, I have that saving bonds. It has to be matured first, or you can sell it. Life insurance, cash value. Insurance company guaranteed by insurance company. Only if withdraw via policy surrender. No, don't ever do that. Fixed annuity. Insurance company. Guaranteed by insurance company. Only upon withdraw, then penalty. Under 59 and a half. Holy shit. It's crazy. Commercial paper. Corporation guaranteed by issue. Federal state. No, 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 no. Don't get into that. Do not get into things like that because your investment is gonna be corrupt. People are corrupt. Ako, aking truth about money na nabulyaso. Hi, Sammy. How are you? Aray ko po. Hindi man lang kita napansin. Sorry. Hi. Howdy. Pagod. May ginagawa ng mga batang to. Kukulit. Ano pinagtitext sa akin? Sumbong dito, sumbong doon. Is ayos yung problema nila. Ano kaya ngayon ang aking gagawin? Nalulumbay ako, baka di mo mahal. Could you turn down the oven to 200, please? Yes, lower it down 200. And could you check if it's what you call that? Check the meat if it's not. It's just if it's good. Make sure it's not burning or the sauce is not dying. How is it? Is it? Is this the lot of sauce? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have my timer on, so it's about 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, you can go ahead and turn it off. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Love you. Right. Boy, OFW. Good job. Oh, yeah. Latifa, how are you doing today? I'm a bit under the weather still. I don't feel that still. So, I am just reading about finance. Yan ang ginagawa ko ngayon. Para ano, malibang. Malibang tayo. Okay. Don't put your money on CDs. It's not a good idea. Because I can tell you in my experience, I put my money in CDs. And it took me 5 years to get it out. And all we did is took some money and taxed me like crazy. If I would have just put it in my thing, it would have been great. Diba? Yeah, andito lang ako. See? Nangungulit. Yan. Gusto niyo makita ang ginagawa ko. Ano lang ako. Babasa. Now, this is the book I'm reading. And savings rate rising and fall with inflation. In 1559, it started from 29%. It went down to 0%. Then it goes back up to 4%, all the way up to 30-day TB. And now, in 2009, it went down to back to minus 96. And that is the reason why you never the saving rights will fall with inflation. So people are scamming people. Money pay you from doing things you dislike, since I dislike doing nearly everything. Money is handy. The interest rate offered by all these choices are both similar and very low, and that's for a good reason. They're designed to provide a safety, liquidity, not high return. In fact, one of these gas equivalent is offering return significantly higher than competition. You can be certain that it is offered significantly, greatly higher level of risk as well. That is exactly what Investor Reserve Primary Fund discovered in 2008, when the fund became the first consumer money market fund. Break the bank, meaning its share price normally $1 fell. The cause of the decline, the collapse of the Lehman Brothers, is turned out the primary fund held 785 million of debt security issued by Lehman. When a Lehman went broken, the security became worthless, and each dollar investment in reserve fund was suddenly worth just 97 cents, as a 30% loss. Dang, I remember that time. Not only did investors lose money in supposedly safe investment, their money was completely frozen from the reserve fund for days, and they didn't get some of it back for more than a year. That is very true. I didn't get my money back for a while. The lesson: make sure that the money market fund you choose invest solely in U.S. government securities on investment protected by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Furthermore, the interest rate offered by each of the nine cash equivalent in the previous paid change constantly rising and falling with inflation. This becomes quite apparent in figure 2 minus 5, which is compared to 30 days T-bill with inflation rate. Notice that as inflation has risen or fallen, so have interest rate too. Money, money free you from doing things you dislike. Since I dislike doing nearly everything money is spent. Oh, you guys are so funny. You know, it's funny because I don't spend money. Yung mga tao mahilig gumastos. Ako hindi. Hindi ako gastos dorang babae. It's hard to make money. Pero, ang iba, Diyos ko, kahit hindi nila pera, kasi hindi nila alam kasi kung paano kumita ng pera. Kaya ganun na lang. Kung gumastos ng pera, parang tubig. Ay, nako. Okay. Although I stated that you should only place into cash equivalent the amount of needed for reserve, many Americans place 100% of their money into account like this. Why? I can't afford to gamble with my money. It is the common answer. I need to know my money is safe. I know where I can put my money. Shoot. Sound familiar? Ironically, here's the CD are among the most volatile of all investment. No, I don't like CD. They're liars. Even considering the rock market decline of the last decade, but consumers don't realize how volatile indeed risky. It is very risky, and I know that, speaking by the experience. CDR become the don't look at CD the correct way. If you have investment $10,000 in 1 year CD, in 1981 the rate would have been 14%, 14.9%, meaning you would have earned $1,490. That's all you made. And I know that for a fact because you know what? I've been there. I have done it. And I get so mad. I was so pissed. Took out my money in interest that year. And who was the most likely buyer of the CD? Conservative retiree who need income, who wanted safety for their money. Correct. Oh my goodness. People don't learn. If you know it's getting in danger, you should always take it out. It's better than being bullshit around. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses. But the rate only lasted on 1 year. By 1986, the rate was only 7.333. Thus, the income of the CD dropped by more than half to just 7.33 by 2009. The CD was earning only $1.71. So the CD is no good. It's a plunk. Not only did retiree watch their income plummeted, yeah, I know, I saw that. The cost of living jumped during the time, meaning the retiree need 3,519 in 2009 to buy what 1,490 bought in 1981. So you basically lost a lot of money. Yeah, this income from CD in 2009 was just $171. That is me. I have my CD investment, and then I put it in for 5 years. And the more, the longer it was there, it's supposed to grow. At the beginning, it was doing okay. And then later on, I was just losing money. And then they keep on charging me penalty until I just got enough of it and screwed them. Lost my patience with CD shit. So don't buy CD. This is very volatile investment, one whose income stream is both unpredictable and ironically far more uncertain than the risky stock market. Do you want your money to be safe? Well, you're going broke. Safety. Yes. Guarantee CD are actually very volatile. A non-interest earned is $10,000 one year CD. No, it's not worth it. Shoot. Look at that. My God. So if you put in $200, you will get, they will, your $200, because they get your money, it becomes $171. Then you put in put in 400, the more you put in, the more the less. So if you put in $1,400, or $1,600, more likely the money you're gonna get back because of CD being sucking is 1,490. And basically, you just lost a lot of money. Ay nako, do the math. Retire CD income earned at 10,001 a year. CD. Oh my God, 1,500. Interest income is 1981. Yeah, that was 1981, but that's not. What about the people now? That was a long time ago. But look, there's not much really the difference. You put in your money for 1981, and you only make for $1,490 since 1981 all the way to 2010. You only make 3,519. That's fucking suck. It's not worth it. This is not intending that indictment against bank. You don't make any money in bank account in real economy term. Very true. Simply because you're not supposed to. The bank is not tricking you rather than making money for you is simply not the bank's job. That, to be honest, bank, all they do is hold your money, and while your money is there, they use your money. That's it. You don't make any money from them. They just hold it for you. What's the point of that? You might as well just take your money out, keep your money, and because they're using your money, you might as well put it somewhere where you can earn money, like a stock market. This is not extended to be indictment against bank. You don't make any money in bank account in real economy terms simply because you're not supposed to. The bank is not tricking you, rather making money for you is simply not the bank's job. That is so true, kawawa. Yan ang totoo. Actually, you should use bank for reason. There's only thing that you could use your bank for reason. To store your reserve, save for short-term purchase, get a loan, and executed financial transaction. That's it. Think about it. What do you do with your paycheck? You put it in your checking account so that you can pay bills. Then, the bank simply processes the transaction for you. Does bank serve as short-term depository of, of cash as you move money from one place to another? For example, Have you ever sold a house to buy another? Typically, you sell one house in a few weeks or months before you settle on the other. In the meantime, what do you do with the cash you got from selling the first house? You got to put it somewhere. You certainly don't want to gamble. Yeah, that's how you use the bank. You don't put your money trying to make money from bank because bank doesn't do that for you. You just use your money with it since you need as a down payment in the new house. So what do? You put it in the bank where you reserve some interest to help offset inflation. Hi, Daddy.
Not daddy.
Oh, close the door.
Oh,
My food is almost ready. Could you make sure check?
I'm about to leave, but check what?
I made some food. You can eat some before you go.
I'm about to have lunch with Rydell.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know you were making food.
All right. Close the door, please. Hay naka. With sense need of down payment on the new house. So what do you do with? Well, I already did that. But let's offer something about inflation. They do this extremely well while maintaining a very high degree of safety, which is very good. That's how you do it. When you buy a house, you have money for your down payments, transaction like that. Yes, use your bank and stuff for those kind of stuff for security purposes. But to put your money all in the bank just to keep it there, it isn't very smart. Believe me, I know. Don't fool yourself. And for women, oh, my advice for women is open your own account. Have your own account. Have your own things. Separate yourself from your husband or your family. It's not because you don't trust or anything. You have to be independent from the situation. Make sure you have your own money. I mean, you don't have to go crazy hiding, lying, and all that. And a lot of people does that. It seems like the biggest issue for women and husband and wife in financial is they tend they tend to not trust themselves to get trust each other. They tend to hide in secret, which is so wrong, which is not good. That is not how you start a family. First of all, when you get married, you have a family, I don't care who you are, whether you're whatever planet you came from, I will tell you this. A husband and you guys must have your own budgets. Like for example, you talk about that, you got your own account for your own uh, credit, for your own history or whatever. I know that it's kind of very touchy subject because for men, they tend to control women on spending. They are scared that when a woman becomes strong and independent money wise, they think they're gonna run away. and be whatever, because that is a lot of issue what's going on here in the United States, even especially in Filipinos or Asian and all that, because they do crazy stuff. But my advice, in order, really, you need to attend seminars before you get married. Get a mentor as a husband and wife, how to be a husband and wife, how to separate things. Like, if your husband said, I will, who is gonna handle? Who is better? Who handle? Sometimes, in the very beginning, when you a couple, mm, when a couple, especially a brand new couple, uh, it's very hard. It's still strain because trying to put your income together and budget everything and trying to figure out where things is going, where things are gonna do, what you guys gonna do. So what you guys gonna have to do is putting your money together, yes, but before ever putting money together, when you're working in the United States, you more likely have 401k, all the money that needs to be out of your paycheck is gonna be out. And then what I always have, like, for your allowance, a woman need allowance, like for example for her nail, for her whatever. Unlike me, I'm not very spendy person, so I really don't care. I don't spend money, so yeah, I can make my own money. At the same time, I don't spend money like other people do. But anyway, I only spend money when I like to help people. But anyway, what you have to do is, so that you could do your own little project on your own self, so that you don't question your husband or your wife do not question you. Give your husband a little bit of his allowance, and then, like for example, car maintenance, gas, electricity, all that stuff, all the bills is gonna be paid for, and then all that, the house and all that insurance and all this stuff is gonna be coming up. Then whatever left, you can put a savings for money savings. You put it away as a husband and wife. You got together savings, and then that savings later on, I'm going to tell you, you do not keep that money in your saving forever, because you're not going to make any money from savings. By putting your money in saving, it's just there, but the bank will just use that, and you're more likely, you probably get about what, dollar 25 cents, 50 cents a year for it. I'll never put that there. I mean, you can, it's up to you, but I'm not dumb enough to keep it there. I normally invest my money. So anyway, you have to have a communication, and always not, oh, baya utang dito, utang dire, or don't credit. You know, it's not bad to have credit. You have to build your credit, that's fine. But in the major thing, like for example, major, one credit card is good. You don't need too much. You only need one credit card. And then business credit card is from your company. You work where the place you work. So more likely you're gonna have two credit card from your company, and then your personal credit card for emergency thing. And my advice is always have an American Express, because it's guaranteed. There's money on it already. You don't, you know, you don't freaking spend money that you don't have. So that's what my advice to you guys. And then what else? You save. You save. No matter what, you just because you like something. Oh, I want to buy this. Really, you do not need junk. A lot of people is so materialistic now that every time they have to have a name brand, they have to have the. See, you have to think about it this way. Your purchase. your jewelry, all that stuff, guess what? Once if something happened, you think your jewelry will save you? No, because you know what? Okay, cool. My food is ready. Hold on. Tawagan ko ang aking baby. Turn off the oven. What thing? Okay, well, make sure you turn off the oven. That's fine. Okay. No, it has to be out because it's gonna be overcooked. Okay. Bye. Love you. Ngayon, I'm just saying, some people they just buy junk. I mean, they buy whatever. They fill up their life with all sorts of stuff. Like for example, see me, I have lots of name brands like bag, all that stuff that costs like $300, $400, $500. But you never see me buying that on my own because most of the time a lot of people like my friends or whatever they buy me some and it's a precious thing to me. And when I do buy something to them, it's more likely a money. I give them money instead of buying something for them. I give them the money because I don't want to take a chance buying something junk for people. More likely, I will buy a something that they will like. Not just, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy junk here and just because. No, I give them the money. I put in the card and everything. I give them a choice, money or whatever they want. So, and there's time that I would just something meaningful. That's me. So that's why it's kind of I don't understand how people have all this. Oh, I have all this stuff. See, to be honest, when things are hard, all that stuff, no one wanna buy that. Really, no one wants to buy somebody's leftovers. No one wants to buy somebody's junk because basically that is junk, and I don't want nothing to do with your junk. Why would I buy something that you use and I could buy it on my own? And I wanted it, I will buy it. But why would I buy someone's junk? No, thank you. So if you really think about it, if instead saving, uh, investing your money in a proper way, you will make more money instead of losing your money by buying all sort of stuff that is so unnecessary. That's why sometimes my head hurt when I see people walking around with like $1,000 uh, bag or whatever, and I'm like, whatever, you know why? And then, uh, and they have this expensive car, BMW, or that's they're buying a brand, the name. That's it, the name. Guess what? If that broke down, guess what happened? It's so expensive to fix it. That's no problem if you can afford it, but if you freaking can't, you can't even, you don't even have a house. You didn't have. You're renting, and you're what? Have BMW. You're renting. I think your priority is something weird. You need to start thinking about what. Oh, diba? Kaya kayo, mga ladies, lagi niyong tandaan na save your money. Mahirap. Mahirap talaga. Sa tutulang, ang wala kang pera. Hindi lahat ng bagay. Porque pag meron kang masaganang araw na may pera ka, itago mo yan. I-save mo. Huwag kang gastos ng gastos. Buti kung kaya mong kumita. Kung marunong kang kumita, great. Kung hindi, nag-aantay ka ng that's another story. Kung madiskarte ka, fine, that's wow, okay, good, great. Pero yung gagawa ka ng paraan, uutang ka, tapos utang na naman, tapos manghihiram ka para bayaran ng utang mo, tapos sa ang dami mong napupuruhis yung tao sa mga ganyang ugali. So that's why my advice to young women, especially to those new couples, always remember that it's better to save your money, invest it in the proper way, study about where you're gonna put it, and all that stuff, and learn as a woman, as a wife, as a godly wife, you are responsible for your family. Believe me. So, some women, they just, nag-asawa ako, yan. Anak na ako ng anak, sige, yan ang trabaho ko. No, that is not it. Your job, yes, is part of our women, we have a family and all that stuff, raising our children. But at the same time, we have to have a family planning. We have to take care of your husband's health, your health, so that your family will be healthy. Hindi lang yung kung ano-ano na lang ginagawa, tapos nagugutom na yung mga anak mo. Because you know why? Because you're not thinking. It's like one day millionaire. So, yun ang ko sa mga tao ngayon. Hindi ko maintindihan yan. Bakit ganyan ang mga tao? Nagsasalita ako mag-isa. Oh well. Hopefully somebody's listening, because you know what? This is the episode that you guys should be watching, because I'm teaching you guys how to be financially well off. Sa totoo lang. Ano naman tong ko, pamangking ko, ano namang hinihingi? Receipt. Ay nako. See, if you guys attend a seminar, financial seminar, if you go to church normally will have a couple seminars, financial seminar. They will teach you how to be a wife with valuable, how to be a kind, how to be a good wife, how to be able to help your husband for the future and dream together and be strengthen your family. Because if you don't have that, you both need to tackle that financial uh, right away. Kasi if you don't, oh my goodness, believe me, your marriage is not gonna last. It never. Someone will always come along, and guess what? When your husband or your wife don't have faith on each other, someone come along, guess what's gonna happen? Your marriage is destroyed. Believe me. Believe me. I know. So don't let no one. You need to cover, as a wife, you need to cover everything. Make sure you're ready, because That's the reason why there's a lot of broken home, broken family, and all that stuff. Because they tend to not know what they're just making babies. They don't have nothing to eat, all that stuff, and all the pressure and all that. No brain, no family planning, none, no initiative, no mentoring the family. So that is very sad. May man tutrabaho. Laging tumatawag dito. Hindi ko naman na... Diyos mio, Marimar. 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 Wala kayo dyan. I'm hungry. Uh, for now, I'm done with my sermon. Makinig kayo kung gusto nyo. Pero ngayon, ako ay kakain muna. Nagugutom ako. Hi, Daddy. The, the food is ready. Magnus is already went. How are you guys? Kamusta? Okay, we'll be read this. With it, since you need a down payment on the new house, so what do? You put in a bank where you receive some interest to help off inflation. Banks does help offset somewhat the effect of inflation, and they do this extremely well while maintaining a very high degree of safety. Similarity, those who have broker brokerage account know that when they sell a stock, the broker automatically sweep the proceed of the sale into a money marketing fund so that the cash can earn interest until they buy another investment. So if you ever notice that you seem to be working harder than ever, making more money than ever, yet you don't feel like you're getting ahead now, you know why. You've been keeping your money in the bank and credit union, and your money isn't real term. Hasn't been growing like a pedestrian on a treadmill. Money in the bank work hard but doesn't get anywhere. Yeah, very true. Just example of few things. When you sell a house, in money bank safety, despite of the bank intuition, sometimes failed banks and credit union are considered a safe place to keep your cash reserves, provided the money is covered by either the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation or the National Credit Union Administration. To find out if you have bank or credit union, it's a member of FDIC or NCUA. Go to the WWFFDIC.gov or WNCUA.gov. Although FDIC and NCUA are chartered for Congress, they are actually private all funds instead of member bank or credit union. Pay insurance premier to this organization much if you pay premium to your and to insure if any institution fails claim. FDIC customer members typically access their insurance deposit with few days. Just this, just because you, just because your bank or credit union has government sponsored deposit insurance doesn't mean all your money is safe. When 32 billion asset in the Mac Bank failed in July 2008, the fourth largest U.S. bank, failure at the time as estimated 10 and deposit lost 270 million that wasn't insured. 10,000, oh my god, that's a lot of people. Many of the people were likely Cheryl Hudson told the LA Times that she made a deposit in the Mac after selling her home, unaware that deposit insurance limit. Hudson was shocked when, less than a month later, the bank failed and she lost $130,000. What's the difference between the bank and credit union? Bank are commercial enterprise owned by investor. Credit union by contrast is non-profit organization. Bank credit union typically offers similar service, but because credit union are tax exempt, they usually offer lower fee and bet tax rate. Be aware that there are limits to how much your money, FDIC and NCUA insure. All your account and balance are added together insured for up to $250,000, but it's get confusing. An account can be insured for more than $250,000 if it's joint payable and debt or trust account. Also IRA, September SEP 457 COG, self-direction 401k account are treated separately, where whether or not your money is protected depend on the amount of money you have in a single instruction along with the number of type of account you held in regularly. Complicated can be explained effectively. Friend sorry Sorry to verify your coverage. The FDIC electronic deposit insurance is direct to FDIC government ED on the NCUA share insurance information and web apps the ncua.gov INNC. I've come across over the past couple declare my college. I've come across many people who have their entire life saving bank and credit union, although we already seen the folly of this. Due to tax and inflation, there are one basic they behave this way, and we'll explore reason in the next chapter. If you can count your money, you don't have $1 billion. Chapter 7. The most fundamental of investment risk is how to avoid it. Many people place their life savings banks because they think doing so keeps their money safe, but safe from what? As we saw in chapter 6, money that you keep in bank is not safe from inflation or taxes. So what it is that people are thinking when they talk about bank account being safe, the risk that bank help you avoid. Even though you may not realize a default risk because if FDIC protection people mean that they do not need to fear the bank going broke, taking their money with it. Like with Roger said, I am more interested in the return of my principal than return of my principal. Although banks are perceived to be free difficult risks, there another even better way to avoid difficult risks by investing in currency in by the federal government of the United States issue the world's safest investment. Yeah, right. We are this investment so safe because the U.S. government guarantee not merely insure them, this guarantee pretend upon the government issue a full free credit obligation of the government of this United States of America for the timely payment principal and interest. This guarantee the investment standard of world because it is only investment that absolutely free from the default risk. This is deemed so because the United States has never default of interest principal payment in entire history of our nation. No other country can make this claim. Did you ever wonder why U.S. government security are so safe? It's because the federal government has unlimited source of capital. If it is ever runs out of money, the government just print more to pay its bill. I wish I could do that. I don't think I like that. The more debate, the more print money, the more the dollar is not going to be worth much. Therefore, income to default risk is investment implicitly conquer U.S. government security measuring default risk as safe scale from low, high U.S. government security score none. Is the only asset class ranked bank account with their federal insurance protection are a distant of a second. The federal government issue many times bonds with also already covered some of them in discussion of cash reserve on total federal government but has issued a security 7.2 trillion, making US government the largest is issuer bond in the market and the biggest debtors. In fact, nearly 600 billion worth of US government security trade Wall Street every day according to the Security Industry Financial Market Association. Because of Uncle Sam, Uncle Sam unconditional guarantee is impossible for U.S. government security to default unless there collapse of the entire federal RC system. And if you think that going happen, Chapter 46 will show you how to protect yourself. The wizard park card. Come quick, Padre, there's Wall Street broker about to jump. Must be really small investor. These are a chance to see how well you learn in information containing as part of understanding capital market. Don't worry if you get stumped. Just you read this part until it sink in. Remember your financial future depends on it. The answer are the end of the quest, no peeking. You buy a bond issued by company ABC, which is following. You're part of owner ABC. No. I need a pen to this. I'll just rip it together. Okay. Don't have my pen. Dang, a minute's really golly. Fannie Mae is a government-sponsored enterprise created in 1930 during the Great Depression to make money more available for home loans. Freddie Mac was created for the same purpose in 1970. Hey! Off ka na? Nagbabasa ako ng Money Matters. Nawala yung nakikinig sa akin. Tinuturuan ko mag ng pera. Aray ko. Wala, mahina yung katawan ko talaga, hindi ko kayang tumayo ng matagal. Kahit makaupo man lang, masakit na yung katawan ko. Hirap umupo sa sa computer desk. Agoy. Agoy. Housework. Natatawa ako dun sa nagkikinig sa akin kanina eh. Nakatulog ata. Friday ngayon, di ba? Masama talaga, parang dama ko hanggang ngayon, di pa rin talaga gumagaling. Si na lang daw, day. Nabasa ni mo, day, kung kinsay magkuhan sa ako, Si Tiana ko, no? Tiana. Si Tiana Kintawan. Si The Kings, busy kaayo. Naa siya'y kuan. Tuwa siya sa Davao. Nagkuan siya nga. Sa banina siya i-vlog dito karon. Kaso, busy siya kaayo niya. Dili lang busy. Kana pong iyang internet, yung connection, very mabagal ko nung. Over kaayo kabagal. Kaya nga siya nga, dili siya makakuan. Bisag, gusto nga niya, pero ang saon man. Dili ko no, wa ko na ikuan ang iyang internet dito. To man, taga dito man ang iyang asawa ba day? Sa Iloilo. Kaya nanguli sa siya. Dili siya maka-judge kay maungani kay ang problema ang internet connection ko no. Bisa gustuhin man niya di kuno jud di jud ko mabulilyaso lang kuno ang iyang kuan ang atong fan. Paborito baya kuno na yung mga ingana. Ayun po ko nga ay ako di man po ko kay I try to sit up nga ni nahilo na ko. Tumba lang ko, kaya nahiga na lang ko. At least naatay kuan, naatay replacement, si Tianak na lang. Paluin Tianak ko naimbis na kuan pa siya. Mag-enjoy po na si Tianak di ba? Pagajud. Abi ni mo, nag-amat na to ko maghapon. Nya, pag mata na ko, human na si Kuan. Human na si Makmak. Human na ang tanan nga nag-ilis ganiya. Wala yung nakaka-ilis. Kung wala ko makapananaw mga ilis karong adlaw. Gigi vibes ra ang natanaw si Betty ug si Jolly as spaghetti. Mao na ang natanaw. Karon diya si Genevieve. Ambot lang kung naka-live ni bata karon. Kumusta ka diya sa kuan? Tugnaw na karon kaayo oy. Lakas ang hangin dire. Super ang lakas ng hangin, grabe. Kahapon pa ni. Nakawagtang tungaw mga plants sa kuan, hangin plants na ako, nakandahulog-hulog sa front yard. Sige sa may naka-on karon. Kasi naka-on karon dai. Hi, Sander! Oh my God, Sander! Oh, anay, kamusta na? Oh, I'm good. Si Sander, I miss you. I'm okay. How are you? How are you? Naku, si Sander, oh. Nabuhay ang aking kapatid. Paborito ko tong batang to eh. Aba, nabuhay. Nabuhay ang aking Sander man. Mauna, di wa nga ni siya sa balay, nga ni siya, gusto nga ni niya mag-judge, kay paborito na niya na itong himuon na itong project, kay nindot na kaayo. Pero ang problema, ang iyang internet connection, basig makuan ta, basig mabulyaso ang kuan nato, ang show ni Kiki. So yun ko, sige, ayun, next time na lang, pagkuan kay bali sa adus pa kuno siya makabalik. Hindi, yun ko okay. Mauna yung adus pa kuno siya nakabalik. So next time na lang po sa sunod na ay mga kuan nato. Napa may Thanksgiving, yung anak. Padakuan og butit yan. Ako gusto ko magkuan, kanang bang pakumpit sila og kinsay maghimo, nindot maghimo og pie. Or kanang mag-decoration of Thanksgiving decoration. Arts and crafts. That would be great. Mana nindot na. Mana akong gustong himuon. Mag-submit sila og kanang kuan. Arts and craft for Thanksgiving. Ilang personal design. Sa bagay kasi sa Pilipinas dili man na kuan. Dili man na tradition good. Sa ato raman ni diri sa state oy kay ang Thanksgiving ato raman na. Toko eh. Ay Diyos mo. To. Sure, put away the food.
Okay, did you have your fill?
Yeah, but no matter the food is really good, but I can't taste anything, so it doesn't really matter.
It was good for me.
I know it's good. It looks really good. I know it's good. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
my taste is not there.
Okay. I
So
hope you let's hope you have some of this done.
yeah. Anyway, love you.
Alright, let's see.
Okay, bye. Corinthians. And so, when I fall to you, Lord, I choose God. Give me
relief from my distress. Be merciful to me and hear my prayers. Amen. When you return my glory into shame, Lord, discretion if it falls down. Know that the Lord has for the director of music with an instrument Psalm of David. Answer me, let God be my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Be merciful to me and hear my prayers. Amen. Turn my mouth. Turn my story into shame. Amen. Blood, delusion, and seek false God. Shalom. Know that the Lord has self apart of God for himself. The Lord will hear what I can, what I call to me. In your anger, do not sin when you are on your bed. Search your heart and be still. Offer right sacrifice and trust in the Lord. We are asking who can show us any good. Let the light of your face shine upon us, Lord. A word of uncertain meaning occurrently frequent in some possibility of musical term, O Lord, my glorious one, who live on your dishonor, my glorious over. You have filled my heart with greater joy than when they came. You are above and lie down and sleep in peace. The young woman for my make me dwell in safety. Some for the director of music of future son of David, Give back to my words, O Lord, consider my sin. And to my cry for help, my King and my God. For to you I pray. In the morning, O Lord, you have my voice. In the morning, I lay my request before you. With expectation, you are not a God who takes pleasure in evil. With you, the wicked cannot dwell. The arrogant cannot stand in your presence. You hate all who do wrong. You destroy those who tell lies, bloodthirsty and deceitful men and women. The Lord abhorred. That I by you greater mercy will come into your house, into bends with I bow down toward your holy temple. Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness because of my enemy. Make straight your way for me. No one from their mouth can be trusted. Their heart is filled with destruction. Their throat is open grave. With their tongue they speak deceit. Declare the quantity of God. Let their intrigue be their downfall. Punish them for their many sins, for they have rebelled against you. But let all who take refuge in you be glad. Let them ever since rejoice, spread your protection over them. Let those who love your name may rejoice in you. For sure, O Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as we a shield. Psalm 6. For the director of music with string instrument according to Shemnet, a psalm of David. O Lord, do not revoke me in your anger, nor suffer me in your wrath. Be merciful to me, Lord, for I am faint. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are in agony. My soul is damaged. How long, O Lord, how long? Turn, O Lord, deliver me, save me because of your unfailing love. No one remember you when he is dead. Who raises you from the grave? I am worn about growing. Lord, I flood my bed with weeping. I rinse my couch with tears. My eyes grow weak with sorrow. They fell because of all my fault. About from him, away from me, O you devil. For the Lord has heard my weeping. The Lord has heard my cry for mercy. The Lord hath accepted my prayers. All my enemy will be ashamed and dismayed. They will turn back in a sudden grace. They'll be. Yeah, I'm busy. Psalm 7. O Lord my God, I take refuge in you. Save and deliver me from all that pursue me, and the will tear me. Like a lion and grip me to feed me, with no one to rescue me. O Lord my God, if I have done this, then is guilt in my hands. If I have done evil to him, this all peace with me. Without cause I will not be fault. Then let my enemy pursue, overtake me. Let him who trample my life to the ground and make me sleep in the dust. I arise, O Lord, in your anger. Rise up against the rage of my enemy. Awake, my God, decree justice. Let the assembled people gather around me. Rule over them from on high. Let the Lord judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness, according to my integrity, O Most High, O righteous God, who search mind and heart. Bring to an end the violence of the wicked.
and make the righteous secure. My shield is God Most High, who save the upright in heart. God is righteous, judge God who expresses his wrath every day. If he does not relent, he will sharpen his sword, he will bend and string his bow. He has prepared his deadly weapon, he makes ready his flaming arrow. Literary musical. Psalm 7. O my God, in you I put my trust. Save me from all that persecute me, and deliver me. Let thou nourish my soul like a lion rending in the peace, while here is none to deliver. O Lord my God, if I have done this, it will be iniquity in my hand. If I have rewarded evil unto the darkness, peace with me. Yea, I have delivered him the word cause my enemy. Let the enemy persecute my soul and take it. Let them flee. Rend down my life upon the earth and lay mine honor in the dust. Sheila. Arise, O Lord, and think anger lift up themselves, because the rage of my enemy awakes for me to judge in the thou hast commanded. So shall the congregation of the people compass thou about for their sake. Therefore return thou I high. The Lord shall judge the people, judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity that is me. O let the wicked of the wicked some on the end, but establish the judge, establish the just for the righteous. God create the heart and reign. My defensive God, which is seven of upright in the heart. God judging the house of God is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will rule. With his sword he had his bow and made it ready. He has helps prepared for him. Instrument that he ordained his around God's persecution. Behold, he traveled with iniquity and had conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. He made the pit and the gate and fallen into the ditch with the he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own fate. I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and I will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High. O Lord, our Lord, your majesty dominates all the earth.
You have set your glory above the heavens from the lips of children and infants. You have ordained praise before your enemy, to silence the foe and avenger. When I consider your heaven, the work of your fingers, the moon, the moon and the stars which you have set in place, what is man that you are mindful of him? The Son of Man that you care for him. You made him a little lower than the heavenly being, and crowned him with glory and honor. You made him rule your over the works of your hand. You put everything under his feet, all flocks and herds, the beasts of field, the bird of the air, and the fish of the sea, and all the swim of the fat of the sea. O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all earth. I will praise the Lord with my whole heart. I will sing forth all the marvelous work. I will be glad and rejoice thee. I will sing praise to the name of thou Most High. When mine enemy are turned back, they shall fall and perish at the present. For thou hast maintained my right in my cause. Thou shattest the throne, judge right. Thou hast revoked the hidden. Thou hast destroyed the wicked. Thou hast put on their name forever and ever. All thy enemy destruction are come to a perpetual end. And thou hast destroyed cities, their memorial is perished with them. But the Lord shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment. He shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in upright. The Lord also will be refused for the upright, for the oppressing of refugees in time of trouble. Then they know that the name will put trust in thee. For the Lord has not forsaken them. Thy sake their sin praise to the Lord, which is dwelling in Zion. Zion declare among the people in his doing, which is maketh requires for blood. He remembered them. He forgot not cry of humbleness. Have mercy upon me, O Lord. Consider my trouble which I suffer from them. That hate me, thou that pluckest me at the proud gates of death. Thou, that I may show forth of all the praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in the salvation. The hidden are sucked down in the pit, that the needy in the net which is the head and their own foot taken. The Lord is known by judgment, which is executing the wicked is snared in the work of his own hand. He groans Selah. Shelah, the wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nation that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Lord, let not man prevail. Let the hidden be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nation may know themselves to be but men of Shelah. Who are you? Keep on calling me. Oh, jeez. More medicine. I don't want to take no more medicine. I'm tired of medicine. Why only do you stand far?
Here's my thing.
Why only do you stand far off? Why do you hide yourself time of trouble and is burden? The wicked man hands down the wicked. We are caught in the scheme. Devises, he boasts of the craving of his heart. He blesses the greedy and reviles the Lord. In somebody. Because of the craving of his heart, he blesses the greedy and reviles the Lord. In his pride, the wicked does not seek him. In all his thought, there is no room for God. His ways are always preposterous. He is naughty, and your law are far from him. He sneers at all his enemies. He says to himself, nothing will shake me. I am always be happy, never have trouble. The man is full of courage and lies. His mouth is full of curse and lies, and great trouble and evil are under his tongue. No kidding. He lies in wait near the villages. From from ambush he murdered the innocent, watching in secret for his victim. He lies in wait like a lion in cover. He catches helpless and drowns. They are off in his net. As a victim are crushed, they collapse. They fall under his strength. He says to himself, God has forgotten. For he covered his face and never cease arise. Lord, lift up your hand, O God. Do not forget the helpless. Why does this wicked man prevail, God, which hindi ko kasi ito layo ko.
Lift up your hand, O God, do not forget the helpless. Why does the wicked man revile God? Why does he say to himself, he won't call me to account? But you, O God, do see trouble and grief. You consider it to take it in hand. The victim commit himself to you. You are the helper of the fatherless. Break the arm of the wicked and evil man. Call him to account for his wickedness, that will not be found at the Lord is king. Forever and ever the nation will perish from his land. You hear, O Lord, the desire of the afflicted. You encourage them and you listen to their cry, defending the fatherless and the oppressed, in order that man who is of the earth may terrify no more. Psalm 11. Psalm 11. Flee like bird to your mountain, for look at the wicked bend their bows to set their arrow against the string, to shoot from the shadow of the upright in the heart. When the foundation are being destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord in his holy temple, the Lord is on his heavenly throne. He observed the Son of Man, his eyes examine them. The Lord examines the righteous, but the wicked and those who love violence his soul hates. And the wicked he will rain, fiery coal, burning sulfur, according with will be their lots. For the Lord is righteous, he loves justice, upright men will see his face. Psalm 12. Help, Lord, for the godly are no more. People have vanished from among men. Everyone lies to his neighbor. Their flattering lips speak with deception. May the Lord cut off a flattering lips, every boastful tongue. Thus say we will triumph with our tongue. We we own our lips, who is our master, because of the oppression of the oppression of the wicked and the weak, the groaning of the needy. I will now rise, say the Lord. I will protect them from those who malign them. In the word of the Lord are flawless, like a silver refined in the furnace of the clay, purified 7 times. O Lord, you will keep us safe. Protect us from such a people forever. The wicked freely strut about when what is vile and honored among men. Psalm 13. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thought that every day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? Look on me, answer. O Lord, my God, give light to my eyes, and I will sleep in death. My enemy will say, I have overcome him, and my foe will rejoice when I fall. But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord, for he has been good to me. For the fool said in his heart, there's no God, they are corrupt, their deeds are vile. There is no one who does good. The Lord, the Lord looks down from heaven and the sons of man to see there are any who understand, any who seek God. All have turned aside. They have together become corrupt. There is no one who does good, not even one. The evildoer never learn. Thus who devour my people as men eat bread. Who do not call on the Lord, they are overwhelmed with dread. For God is present in the company of the righteous. You overdo it, frustrated Frustrate the plans of the poor, for the Lord is the refuge. The salvation for Israel will come at Zion, for the Lord restore the fortunes of his people. For Jacob rejoice, Israel be glad. Lord, may dwell in your sanctuary, who may live in your holy hill. He who walks in the blameless, who does what is righteous, who seek who speak the truth from his heart, has no slander in his tongue, who does his neighbor no wrong, and casts no slur on his fellow man, who despises a vile man but honor those who fear the Lord, who gives his all even when it's hurt, will lend his money without usury, who lends his money without usury, does not accept bribe against the innocent, who does the same will never be shaken. Hallelujah. Keep me safe, O God, for in you I take refuge. I said to the Lord, you are my Lord. Apart from you I have no good things. As for the saints who are in the land, they are the glorious one in whom is all my delight. The sorrow of those will increase, who run after others. God will not pour out their liberation of blood. Take up their name on my lips. Lord, you have assigned me my portion and my cups. You have made my Lord secure boundary lines have fallen for me. In the pleasant place, surely I have delightful inheritance. I will praise the Lord who consoled me, even in the might heart instantly. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is my light, my right, my hand. I will not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure, because you will not abandon me to the graves, now will you let your holy ones who decay. You have made known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence, for eternal pressure of your righteous hand. Psalm 17. I had it in that. Do you want from me? Hear the right, O Lord, attend unto my cry. Give an ear unto my prayers that goes out now out of frightened lips. Let my sentence come forth from the present. Let thine eyes behold the things that are equal. Thou hast provoked my heart, mine heart. Thou hast visited me in the night. Thou hast tried me and shalt find nothing. I have purposed that my mouth shall not transgress. Concern the work of men by the work of thy lips. I have kept me from the path of the destroyer. Hold up my going in path, that my footsteps slip not. I have called upon thy for the heart me, O God, incline to my speech. We saw the marvelous loving kind, and thou shalt save thy righteous hand, which put their trust in the from those that rise up against them. Keep me as the apple of the eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing. From the wicked oppress me, from my deadly enemy, who compass me about. that include their own path with their mouth. They speak proudly. They have, they have now compassed us in our step. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like a lion, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, as if they were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is the sword, from men which are the hand, O Lord, from men of the word, which is of their portion of the light, whose belly thou fillest with the head treasure. They are full of children and live the rest of their substance to their babes. As for me, I will behold my face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I waken with my likeness. I will love the Lord. I will love, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress, my deliverer, my God, my strength. Who I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation in my high tower. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from the mine enemy. The sorrow of death compassed me, and the blood of ungodly men made me unafraid. The sorrow of hell compassed me about. The share of death prevented me. In my distress I called upon the Lord and cried unto my God. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled, the foundation also of the hills moved and were shaken, because he was wroth. There went up in smoke at his nostril, a fire of his mouth devoured cool were kindly by it. He bowed the heaven also, and came down in darkness